Fearmongering. Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president in 2015 with an infamous speech.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
That speech was no anomaly. The number one conservative tactic is to stoke fear. Fear of the outsiders, fear of change, fear that the out-group will invade and make everything different. But it's not enough just to say that some foreigners will change the culture of your neighbourhood, though that is certainly one fear they use. Conservatives must make you actively fear the people by pointing out every time one of the out-group, usually a person of colour, commits a crime.
They want to have illegal immigrants pouring into our country, bringing with them crime, tremendous amounts of crime. We don't want to have that. We want to have a great, beautiful, crime-free country. These aren't people. These are animals. And we're taking them out of the country at a level and at a rate that's never happened before.
It doesn't matter if the crime rate of immigrants is less than that of citizens, that is irrelevant. They don't mention those crimes, only the crimes committed by the art group, so it feels to people like they're the only ones committing crimes. On the 25th of January 2017, Donald Trump signed an executive order establishing VOICE, Victims of Immigration Crime Engagement, and mandating that the DHS publish weekly statistics on crime committed by so-called aliens. Since immigrants, especially undocumented immigrants, tend to stay out of trouble so they can keep a low profile, and statistics bear this out, the only possible reason for doing this fascist act was to fearmonger about immigrants and scare people into thinking he was right about building a wall. Speaking of immigration, many conservatives like to claim that, in particularly diverse cities of the world, there exist so-called no-go zones where no light-skinned Christian may tread. These completely fabricated claims are frequent cause for apology from those that insisted their existence. Case in point, Trump-appointed UN ambassador to the Netherlands, Peter Hoekstra, was caught out lying about his lie in this quite satisfying video.
At one point you mentioned in a debate that there are no-go zones in the Netherlands and that cars and politicians are being set on fire in the Netherlands.
I didn't say that. That is actually an incorrect statement. Yeah, we would call it fake news.
Is that
I
fake
never
news?
said that.
Because it's what
but
you
but
usually
I,
said.
No, it's not what I said.
The Islamic movement has now gotten to a point where they have put Europe into chaos. Chaos in the Netherlands, there are cars being burned, there are politicians that are being burned, and yes, there are no-go zones in the Netherlands.
You call it fake news, obviously.
I didn't call that fake news. I didn't use the word this today.
No?
No. Yeah, we would call it fake news.
Also of note, Steve Emerson, who claimed Birmingham in the UK had no-go zones. Lauren Southern, who went to the perfectly normal suburb of Lakemba in Sydney and was ejected by police for being the one that was making others uncomfortable thanks to her bigoted questioning of people on the street. And Peter Sweden, who took this terrifying video of people walking by. In my country, for 20 years, our governments have been stoking fear about so-called boat people, asylum-seeking people from Asia and the Middle East who have risked everything to cross the sea and seek refuge in Australia. The Australian government, both right and left, responded to this by sending these people to offshore detention centres to languish for years without any hope. There are children there now who remember nothing in their lives but the squalid detention camps, and it's all because they seeded fear into Australians about immigrants flooding into the country and taking our welfare money.
The mental health conditions of asylum seekers and refugees trapped on Nauru is absolutely devastating. Many children suffering traumatic withdrawal syndrome exist in a semi-comatose state, unable to eat, drink, and talk.
We were seeing suicide attempts in children as young as 9 years old. Seeing that level of deterioration in the children was really quite horrific.
Virtually every patient I met expressed current, intense suicidal ideation, and many had recent self-harm or suicide attempts. The word I heard most often in my own therapy sessions with patients was destroyed. I heard it in their words, and I saw it in their eyes.
While many asylum seekers and refugees on Nauru have experienced trauma in their countries of origin, it is the Australian government's policy of indefinite offshore detention that has destroyed their resilience, shattered all hope, and ultimately impacted their mental health.
Note that they only do this for people who arrive by boat. Asylum seekers wealthy enough for an airfare do not get this kind of cruel treatment.
For those who've come across the seas, we've boundless plains to share.
But it's not just immigrants that strike fear into the hearts of conservatives. From 2013, an organisation called the Safe Schools Coalition provided educational materials to schools of Australia. It was meant to curtail bullying of school kids based on their gender identity or sexual orientation. Really common sense stuff that any good parent would want. Well, I would have thought so until the opinion pieces started. To this day, people are up in arms about the idea of bringing up LGBT issues in the classroom, making ridiculous claims that teachers will be forcing students to have sex changes against their will and other nonsense. In 2017, 4 states and territories, including my home state of New South Wales, pulled out of the Safe Schools program due to the lie-ridden conservative uproar. Yes, fear is the sharpest tool in the right-wing shed, but that's far from all there is.